I've always dreamed of Macho Man
Fingering you?
me.
Jackboy, baby! Come here! Let's go, give me a flipper!
All right. Welcome to 80-something episode amateur hour. I can't even speak in sentences. Troy, tell people what they want to hear.
Welcome to episode 80 of Amateur Hour. I don't know, 82? 82
Yeah, like 81 or 82.
of Amateur Hour. The first week of Spring League 2022 has come and gone.
If no one can tell, we have recorded this out of order.
How would you? We just started. How can you tell us out of order?
We
just started.
I want dramatic irony. Look, for the people that actually want to hear their football scores and all the stupid things we're going to say about that,
breakdown.
They could at least sit through some dramatic irony.
But they're not going to have to sit through it later. Oh, wait, no, the irony is happening right now is what you're saying.
This is it.
It's very ironic.
Yeah. All right,
We have two divisions now in Spring League 2022. We have 4 teams in the upper division and 4 teams in the lower division.
That's true. And Troy, go ahead and tell us the standings of those divisions.
Upper division, the Hurricanes are in first place at 1-0. The Jack Boys are in second place at 1-0. The team exclusive, however you want to say it, is third at 0-1, and the Expendables are at fourth place at 0-1. Now these are obviously pending the scores,
Right.
head-to-head and scores.
It's only 1 week.
Yeah, so it's the lower division. The Herd is 1-0, Inglorious Bastards are 1-0. The Valve is 0-1, and Shiesty Season is 0-1.
That's Shiesty season, but they want it that way.
Okay, so let's go over Week 1 games.
Okay.
Week 1, the first game was the Herd against the Valve, and the Herd won 24-6.
Well, I thought our team, the Herd, I thought we looked okay. The Valve needs a quarterback. The guy they had playing quarterback was very fast.
Very fast.
I think if he would have just run more, they would have done better.
Yeah.
I just think it was a case of one team knowing the sport better than another.
When I noticed that they were having issues was when we were calling plays and somebody on their team said, "Oh man, they got plays." What?
Yeah.
So that makes a little bit of a difference when you're organized. It makes a big difference.
Which I'm glad we have upper and lower divisions because I'm glad they'll get to progress through the league a little better than just getting destroyed by Jack Boys or whoever,
And people will say, well, why is the Herd in the lower division? Well, the Herd won 2 games last year and has a bunch of 15-year-olds on the team. So that's why.
that is why.
And they're either 15 or 39. That's it.
Yeah, the Herd has not been very good in a while.
Yeah.
So there you go. Next game.
Next game was the Jack Boys versus the Expendables, and the Jack Boys won 44-28.
Man, that was close in the first half.
Well, also, the Expendables didn't get their quarterback until, when did he show up? Right before halftime. So that does make a difference.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference when you have – now, not to say that their quarterback that they had wasn't someone that could do work, but when you're –
Well, they had like the third-string guy.
Yeah. So that
they
made
got
a
behind
difference.
a couple of possessions. Like, it was just tough. And when you're there and your quarterback's not there, you tend to kind of underperform anyway.
And we had our first implementation of the make it take it rule.
The make it take it rule.
Both teams used it at the end of the game. The Expendables did not get the first down. The Jack Boys did, but the game was basically out of hand at that point. So, Jack Boys are just a good team. They're just a good team.
No,
if you don't have your full team, it's hard to beat them.
They're the best athletes there. They know the sport the best there. I mean, they kind of understand what to do.
And they wore their championship shirts.
That was cool. Yeah, I like that. I mean, They just look really good. I mean, they know each other really well. They play really well. They have awesome athletes like, hell, TT, Torian Lott, at some point can take off and score a touchdown, but it's
has a great head of hair.
Great head of hair. But he rarely does the thing where he runs.
Yeah.
He throws the ball, and he throws it really well. So
I'll see him take off where I think, okay, he's going to run, and then all of a sudden the ball's out of his hand to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
He does a run. It's not even like a on-the-run throw, but it's like a running, and then he'll just set his feet and throw it. It's such a amazing thing that he can do.
It's
really
like
is.
They're playing basketball against people.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. Next game.
The next game was the Inglorious Bastards versus Shiesty Season, and the Inglorious Bastards won 32-15. That Shiesty Season scored first, and then Inglorious Bastards just went down and scored the next, 32 points, I think. So
yeah,
it was it was like, oh crap, what happened? This team's good, and then all of a sudden they just turned around. It's a team that's put together versus a team that has guys that have played before.
Right, and that's kind of it. Like, Inglorious Bastards have Connor Moore playing quarterback. He played for Ghost and what was that early on team? Outlaws,
yeah.
But Connor's been playing a long time. He's a real quarterback. They have real players, real people that can run with the ball. Blake Dugas dropped a couple in the first half. I think he had a big run.
Blake, he's calling you out.
I'm not calling you out.
You did. You didn't have to say any of that.
That's not.
You didn't have to say that at all.
I'm not calling you out. I'm simply saying. Now look.
Like, why did you have to bring that up?
Because that was
because
a big.
You caught a pass.
No, I did catch a pass. Barely.
It wasn't on video.
I tiptoed.
You took 5 steps to the side.
No, but for real, in the first half of Inglorious Bastards Shiesty Season play, Blake dropped a couple of passes, which I think because Blake is a good athlete and can run with the ball really well, he would have gotten many yards on, at least 7 or 8. Probably made a guy miss and gotten 20 yards on. So I think
he has a thing about making people miss.
He does, and I think that
but you have to catch the ball.
You do have to catch it. I'm not. Blake, if you're listening to this, you understand that I am simply giving analysis. My friend here is.
They call Cody, his middle name's Analysis. Without the
emphasize on the anal, yeah. Okay. Anyway, how about I'll say it this way. Inglorious Bastards had a few little hiccups in the first half, which are probably not indicative of how people would normally play, which made it seem like the other team was doing better, but really Inglorious Bastards were the better team the entire time, so the conclusion of the game was not all that surprising.
That's the best breakdown you've ever had.
Anything else about that game?
No, that was good. Somebody just had a birthday, I think, or gave birth.
You know that Blake is going to come to me Sunday and be upset, but I'm not. It's not what I meant at all. Can you give me the next game? What's the next one? That's one on video.
The last game of the day wasn't even on video.
Not even on video.
The Hurricanes beat Exclusive 32-0.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you guys next week. No, wait, hang on. We have more segments and other stuff.
We have 2 more segments.
No, for real. Hurricanes look great. JC played wonderful. They have an awesome team.
Boy, he's ugly as shit. He's getting uglier out there. God.
You know it bothers him when you say that.
Well, I mean, I can't help but speak the truth.
Fine,
I'm not going to lie to people.
JC, I think you are beautiful.
Come on.
I think JC is one of the more handsome men I have ever touched.
He has good childbearing hips, I'll tell you that.
Man. I have... Okay, I was going to say other people I was going to do something that I shouldn't, but just JC, you're fine. You look great. Please don't pay attention to Troy. I know that he's crass, but JC Doucette, I think you're the best quarterback in the league right now.
JC, right now, you don't know it, you can't see, but I'm winking at you. I'm winking at you. Am I winking? Or am I having a stroke? What am I doing?
I don't know what's happening. But at any rate, Is there anything else regarding the league?
No, week 2's coming up. You want to go? You want to? Here, week 2 is Expendables versus the Herd, Jack Boys versus the Valve, Hurricanes versus Shiesty Season, and Inglorious Bastards versus Exclusive.
An interdimensional.
Interdimensional?
Yeah.
Like Star Wars and Star Trek?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Look, we have Three Brothers Running Company coming on. They're like a legit thing that puts on races, and it's not like Bill Peterson or something. Like they're real people that like put on races and do stuff. Troy, you want to tell anybody about what they're going to talk about?
We have 2 of the 3 brothers from the Three Brothers Running Company, and they're going to speak about the creation of their business, why they started it, and what events they're going to be putting on here in the future. We have, the next event they're putting on is a benefit for Shannon Larson. It's called Shannon's Run 5K, 10K. It will be in Orange in May, so they'll talk about how to sign up for that if you're interested in that, or if you want to sponsor. They'll talk about that. So, but we'll let them do all that. That's just an introduction to their segment.
There you go. And even later, there are some questions that will be asked and answered. So we hope you stay tuned and enjoy, and we'll be right back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is the second segment, probably, of this show. So we are here with some guys from Three Bros Running Company. We have Jeremy, and we have Madness Mike, Monstrous Madness Mike.
Yes.
Who has the best Randy Macho Man Savage impression that I've ever heard.
Hey, brother, how's it going? Yeah, good to be here.
So these guys,
that's fantastic.
These guys
I'm about to get elbow dropped now.
These guys have started a company, right, Jeremy?
That's correct. We have Three Bros Running Company is our company.
They've started a company to do races and kind of promote some little events around here, and maybe go even farther.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I will let Madness Mike and Jeremy. I was going to say Jealous Jeremy, but man, you kind of have it. You look much younger than I am, but you're like 7 years older than me, so I don't know what you could ever be jealous.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only 22 years old. So I will let these guys tell y'all about their company.
We started Three Bros Running Company with the idea that there wasn't a whole lot of local races here, and we saw a need, and also found a beneficiary for our first race in Shannon Larson. And it just grew from there, and here we are with Shannon's 10K, 5K coming up on May 14th.
Yeah, we wanted to start a racing company that was going to promote running in the area, especially Southeast Texas, because we just didn't see races here that people were attending highly. And we wanted to bring, like Houston races, to this area as well. And that's what we're hoping to do, just bring high-quality races where runners from the local area don't have to drive so far away. They can just come here and run.
Yeah, and what I like about it is that there are a ton of runners in the area, really good runners in the area, and they have to go all. I mean, obviously you want to compete for Houston Marathon, Boston Marathon, whatever. Those are the major runs. But around here, like I said, there's a few here and there. You got to go to Galveston or Houston or Lake Charles to do all these runs, or Austin. And around here, it's almost like an untapped market. We used to have the Gusher Run here. We don't have it anymore.
Exactly.
So now you've got, but it's only Beaumont, really. Port Arthur has himself on the Causeway Bridge. But having consistent runs in the area, Orange, highlighting the area, what you're doing with your YouTube page with highlighting the city of Orange, that makes it makes like a destination. Hey, look what's going to happen. Look where we're going to be. Look at all this stuff here. You're going through downtown, and it shows how pretty the town really is. And then eventually you can do that with Beaumont or Lumberton or whatever cities you go to. You can do that. So But talk about with Shannon and what made you start with Orange to begin with.
I think Mike's gonna do the best because he actually read the post of Shannon on Facebook, right, Mike?
Yeah, he had posted on August 16th of 2021 that he had 3 months to a year to live, and we all knew him through the running community here in the area because his wife runs, and we had seen him out and about, and it was just really heartbreaking because the guy's 49 years old. He has 3 kids, a wife, and a family, and he had to take a medical retirement. He was a vice principal here at Marshall Middle School.
Yeah, so when Mike approached me, he's like, let's start a running company. And we've been thinking about it for a long time because me and Willie are the heads of the Golden Charles Charters, a local running group over here. And a lot of runners have asked us throughout the years, you should start running a race here in Beaumont. And we were always like, no, we don't want to do it because it's just a lot of work. And we knew it was a lot of work. But we had a good cause, and we all were like, let's do it. Let's start a race. And we had Mike with us. He's one of the bros. Through running, of course.
Yeah, adopted
bro for sure. We know his mom. His mom calls us one of his sons, right?
She loves y'all. I mean, she adopted y'all, and Dr. Chambers there. Got to drop her name too, Lisa Chambers. She adopted you guys and still asks about y'all.
Yeah, so we're like, let's start this running company, and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We knew it was gonna be tough, but we're like, let's do it. And I have my YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube for 10 years, made over 1,000 videos. So I know how to edit. I know how to make a great video. And I thought that with that, I could promote this race the way that we think that it should be promoted. Because if you don't promote a race, nobody's gonna know about it. So with what we're doing, telling a story, and a story that people want to follow and will fall in love with all of us and the running community, I think that's what's going to grow our race the best. And Shannon's story, of course, is going to be a story that's going to bring a lot of people to the race as well.
Yeah, he's a real deal. Just from interviewing the guy, I've been in tears interviewing him. He's just so real. If he doesn't touch you, there's something wrong with you. You don't have a heart.
Yeah. And with Shannon's run being your first run, it's not just a run. You are a for-profit company, but for Shannon's run, you're donating to American Cancer Society.
No, it's the National Brain Tumor Society.
Yeah. So with that, so you're doing something. You're not just turning around and making a profit off of this run. Obviously you want to do that, but with his story and with the race itself, this can be turned into a memorial run every year in his name, which is fantastic because having that name attached to it means we're not going to forget him. We're not going to forget the cause.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part is that, yeah, everybody goes out to compete and win, but you're really out there for him and for the cause and for his family,
Yeah,
really.
for his family, yeah. And this race, he has 3 to 12 months to live, but we're also giving him hope so that a lot of people are caring about him. And, he that's what he needs right now. He needs hope to keep on going on because he said that, the medical community told him they're not going to treat him anymore.
Yeah.
But he still has prayer, he still has hope, and that's what's going to keep him going.
And watching his videos that y'all have done, he's still positive, and he still talks about life, living life. He's not resigned to his fate. He knows what his fate is, but you can tell he still cares about his family, his life, and living his life as long as he can. So that should inspire hope in people that do get in a situation like this. And it's just amazing that not only for him, but for the people that have rallied around and just said, oh, you're doing it, we're going to be a part of it, or we're going to sponsor, or we're going to do whatever. And we've actually, SCTX FFL has decided to be a sponsor as well because it's something that when I saw it, I said, I want to be a part of that. I really do appreciate what you're doing, not just to put on a run. I know it takes some money to put on a run, but the reason you're doing it. It's always the why. Why are you doing something? And I think that's what sets this run apart than the run downtown Beaumont or whatever it is. This is there's a major why factor to it, and I think that's what sets this run apart from everything else.
Yeah, like you said, we are for profit, but we could do a lot of good, and we've set up a donation site where 100% of the proceeds will go directly to the National Brain Tumor Society, and it's raised almost $600 so far. So
Awesome.
we're doing good so far.
And we still have several months till the race, so that's good.
Still
Yeah.
very early on.
Good. What I wanted to ask is, since you have a running company, and people may think, well, what is that? Is that shoes? Is it? What does that mean? What got you into running, and what made you think of starting a running company, like as a business of setting up runs? What got you into running to begin with? When did you start into it, and what made you decide I'm going to be a running company business?
So yeah, I've been a runner for a long time. Mike's been a runner. I think together, all three of the bros, we've ran over 600 plus races together. And like I said, a lot of people have asked us about starting a company or starting a running event, and we just thought together with the three of us we could do it. And this area of Beaumont, Southeast Texas, has over 500,000 people in it. So there's people here, and Houston has great races. Why can't we have it, right?
Yep. If not us, who? If not now, when? That was kind of the mindset when we started this.
And one thing that people probably don't know about races is that, yes, there is an overall winner, male, female, but each age group has winners as well. People think probably just, oh, well, I'm not going to win. Why am I going to go run? Every age group has winners as well, because people don't really know a lot about competitive racing, distance racing like that. So you have winners for every 5-year age group. You have overall winners. And you get everybody's a finisher.
All right.
Finishing is winning a race to me, because running distance is hard. And I think if you finish, you get a medal, you deserve something. So everybody gets something. You don't just go out there and run and, you cross that finish line, you're a winner in my eyes, because it's tough to do.
Yeah, we don't want everybody to think that if you come out to the race, you have to be the fastest person. You don't have to be a Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
You could be a walker, We have a 2-hour time limit for our race. So if you could do a 5K in 2 hours, like we say, if you could go to Walt Disney World and spend the day there, you could do a 5K.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
our race. So it's really about any body type, any sex, religion, anybody could come out and do our race and have a good time.
Yeah.
It's about having a good time.
And some of our better runners are above 50 years old. They really are. I mean, the best competitive. So it's not an age thing. You can come out here at whatever age. We have 60, 70. We have 80-year-old people that come out and run these races. This is new to me. I've started to run the last year or so competitively. So, it's there. And I see people that are running like, my goodness, that person's 60 years old, like Ike runs out there, and he's a madman. He's so competitive and runs so hard, and he's in his 60s, and it's like, my goodness, anybody can do it. You just have to, but it's not about winning. It doesn't have to be about winning. It's just go out there and finishing, and that's what I like so much about it, is that we do a league that it's about winning. You want to go out there and win. You got to make the playoffs. You got to win. Running, to me, unless you're at the top level, it's about just doing it and being a part of something, being a part of a group.
Yeah, like running it, when you finish a race, that's a win. Like you said, it's a mini win for anybody, no matter what distance, whatever pace they go. It's a win for that person, and that's why I love running, because every time I do a race, you celebrate like you just completed the biggest thing in your life. It's a mini win, and each time you can do it, and hopefully y'all can come out to our race and have a win for yourself.
Yeah, and it's also healthy. I mean, you're burning calories. You're getting out there moving around. It's good for your body too. So, right, Cody?
And the place that we're doing is in Orange. So, like, if you haven't seen our YouTube channel, we've been highlighting the different areas. All the museums will be open afterwards, so that y'all can visit for free. They have Shangri-La, they have the Stark Museum, a lot of great places in Orange, and we're still going to highlight some more places on the channel.
Awesome.
So when is the next race, and how do people sign up?
So the race is May 14th on
It's a Saturday in Orange, Texas.
May 14th at 7:30 a.m. in Orange, Texas. It's going to be in the Old Historic District, and you can sign up at Shannon's Run. Sorry, what is it?
I know you can. You can go to runsignup.com, and can you search Shannon's Run, or do you just go to Shannon's Run?
You can go to 3brosrunning.com for sure, and the link will be on there for Shannon's Run.
We'll put it out. 3brosrunningcompany.com, and you'll see 3 of the most handsome men you've ever seen on the front.
You know it, brother. That's right. He knows.
Macho Man.
Oh, yeah.
One day we will have a wrestling run for Mike because
We're going to have a wrestling run.
Yeah, and it's going to be, not to give too much away, it's going to be in the middle of nowheres. So they're going to actually let me shoot off pyro and tannerite and have fog machines, and we're going to do it right, brother. I even have the idea for how I'm going to start the race. I'm going to have somebody walk up, and I'm going to blast them in the back with a steel chair.
Do you have to put a wrestling ring out there? Because somebody's got to take a bump. If somebody has to take a wrestling bump out there, you have to rent a wrestling ring. I'll take a bump. I will.
He'll take a bump.
I'll take a stone cold stunner. How about that?
Yeah, this man's mine. Yeah, I like it.
Now look, Mike. This man's been mine for years.
Oh, yeah, total insanity. I love it.
This is fantastic.
So, sorry, this is like way off topic, but
Doesn't matter. Nothing means nothing, brother.
you know what?
I don't know where to go.
What I was
This is
gonna
awesome.
say.
This is better than
well,
anything we've ever done.
So the Ultimate Warrior was from Parts Unknown, right?
Doesn't matter. He's a jabroni. I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about 360 and 180. Yeah.
Hey, you kind of neutralized my point there. I think you got me.
Are they both dead now? Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior, they're both dead.
Yeah, they're both dead, but their spirit was on. That's right.
This guy is perfect. He knows
Yeah.
come back to everything.
They're hanging out with Junior Seau now. And, sorry.
And Steve McNair.
All right. Anyway, so is there anything else about you guys, Three Bros Running Company, that you would like folk to know?
We want everybody to come out and have a good time. That's right.
Yeah, just, we've been around for a long time. We've have the Golden Channel Starters for over 10 years, and we just want to invite everybody who's ever ran with us, the Golden Channel Starters, all those runs. That's probably, I don't even know, thousands of runs. If y'all have enjoyed our runs, please come out and support our run and support Shannon and the cause. So.
And if you're new into running or you haven't run before and you want to practice and warm up for Shannon's run, Golden Triangle Strutters run every Monday and Wednesday night at the HEB parking lot in Beaumont, 6:30. I guess when time change happens, we may change.
Yeah, 6:30. We might be doing, actually, every Wednesdays, we might be moving to Poor Brothers so we can support.
Because Poor Brothers is back open.
Poor Brothers is back open. So we want to help support local businesses. Just like Three Bros, support local businesses. GTS doing the same thing.
Excellent. That's fantastic.
Well, thank you guys for being here and telling us about your Three Bros Running Company. I thought that was awesome. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do y'all want to stick around for Troy's question, or are you out?
Troy's got to come up with a question.
I might have a question.
Cody might have a question.
Do you want to stick around for the question segment, or you guys?
He's got more than half a beer left.
Oh,
look
well,
at all
at
this
least
water Mike's got left.
All right. Okay, so Jeremy has at least 14 ounces of beer, and Mike has 14 liters of water. So I think that. Hey, Dalton, can I get one of those? Can I get one of those? Lagunitas IPA? Yeah, you got it. Like I said, look, guys, we're live recorded on location, okay?
We're live recorded on location.
I just got to laugh. His name is Dalton, so now I'm having like Roadhouse flashback.
At the Double Deuce?
Double Deuce, one of the greatest bad movies ever made.
Have you ever watched Roadhouse?
I don't.
He rips a guy's throat out.
Yes.
I've only read the Federalist Papers.
You're such a nerd.
Okay, we'll be back here in a minute.
For all of you that are still here, thank you for sticking around for the third and best segment of the show. This is the Troy Has a Question segment, and I have a question.
Troy's question plus Cody's question.
Yes.
Mike and Jeremy are still here. They're going to answer the questions as well.
Absolutely. So, Troy,
Yes.
while all of the confusion is happening, what is your question?
My question is, as money is getting exchanged here for goods and or services.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, my question, which just popped up. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Do you have to say and why?
You can if you'd like to describe why, but do you want to start first? Do you want to go around the room? I'll let you go first.
I'll have to go first.
Or do you want me
No.
to go first? Because I like to answer the question.
You want to do last, right?
I don't care. I do not care.
Okay, I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay, so I think because I can't give you a great. I mean, there's a lot of movies.
There's a lot of movies.
So when someone asks me what my favorite movie is, the first thought I usually have is Children of Men or Pan's Labyrinth. So Children of Men is a movie where Clive Owen is the main star, and it's about the future where people have stopped being able to reproduce. So like
I like it already.
Well, the youngest person in the world is like 18 or 19, and he's like a celebrity. And the whole kind of point of the movie is they're trying to figure out a way to reproduce people, but there's war, there's all this kind of stuff, and it's got the coolest battle scenes I've ever seen in any movie. And it's just very entertaining. So Children of Men, if you want to watch it, awesome movie. And also Pan's Labyrinth, which is a Spanish film that you have to read the subtitles. It's okay. You can read okay. But it's like an adult fairy tale that happened during World War II in Franco's Spain with the mistress of one of the guys in control of Spain and her daughter, who has a lot of different creatures that you don't know if they're real or fake, and it's just really gritty and really good. So those are my favorite movies. Also Office Space.
Office Space is good.
And Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. We're living through Idiocracy right now, actually. So if that movie has come true.
Yeah. So those are mine.
I'll go with mine because I'll let them have a little more time to think about it if they have any questions. So
you did put them on the spot.
Yeah, I did. So I'll do this. I have probably 4 or 5 that I switched through that are my favorites. Anytime when I think of a favorite movie, I think of a movie that comes on. If it's on TV, I'll stop and watch it no matter what. Or I went out and bought the movie to watch it. You know, I've already seen it a bunch, but I still went out and bought it because I wanted it. So I always think of Gangs of New York because Daniel Day-Lewis' character, Bill the Butcher, is one of the best characters ever made in film. Fantastic. And it's just a good action movie, too. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? One of the best movies ever made. It is fantastic. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou is just great. It's humor. It's got everything in it. It's very good. Let's see. The most recent, The Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker.
That was a good movie.
That movie was because that was a movie about mental illness. Basically, it wasn't even really like a comic book movie. It was just a movie with a real serious subject. And let's see what else.
You liked Showgirls?
Only by myself.
Now Jesse was
when I was 14 and by myself. Did I love that movie? Yes. Those are probably There Will Be Blood. Daniel Day-Lewis again plays the oil man out in California. What a great movie. That's good. That's not a lot of people like that one. Not a lot of it's hard to watch. It's a long movie, but he kills the guy with a bowling pin at the end of the movie. Really good. So those would be my favorite movies that I would say.
Okay, well, let's hear from Jeremy.
All right, so since we are on the flag football league, Beaumont Flag Football League.
Is that your favorite movie?
That was a good movie, though.
I did like that movie.
I do like that movie.
I will stop and watch that movie if it's on TNT. But I liked Rudy. Rudy just coming back, and he just gets to play. It just brings a tear to your eye every time I watch it.
You know, I cry every time I see that.
That's a good one. And the other one I like is Braveheart with Mel Gibson, where he at the end, freedom, keeps yelling until he you never watched Braveheart?
Never seen it all.
What?
Didn't.
That's my other one I love. Braveheart. All the war scenes are great. You know.
So you like the epic movies, the movies that have a big story. Yeah.
Gladiator's a good one too.
Yeah, I like that one. I've seen that one.
How about you, Mike? Which?
Probably all-time favorite movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Wow, look at that.
Okay, Mike coming in with the 80s
I've actually been to the museum that he goes to in the movie. I've been to Chicago, and it was like the Ferris Bueller trip. You can ask my wife, because it was like a pilgrimage to go see where they filmed all that. Like a lot of those 80s movies. Of course, I brought up earlier Night Shift with Michael Keaton. Love that, because the more I drink, the more I act like his character. And, brought up the Replacements. I like that. Rocky, except for Rocky 5. 4 is probably my favorite.
Rocky 4 is my favorite.
4 got me into working out, and that reverse crunch he does in that movie is insane.
It's not real.
It's crazy. Man. And I got to throw in special love to Tony Burton, the black trainer, who's constantly sweating and screaming, "No pain, no pain." Hey, I would go through a brick wall for that guy. And last but not least, got to throw in Batman Begins. I know they're talking about the new one, but that first movie, I'll still sit down and watch. It was that good. Minus Katie Holmes.
Well, okay.
Very eclectic bunch of movies right there.
Yes,
all genres.
Those were very
all over
different,
the
and
place.
I
That's
recommend
pretty cool.
anyone listening to this to go watch any of those movies, especially the ones that I talked about,
Yeah.
because
Watch them, line them up, and just watch them in order. It'll take you a couple weeks.
yeah. So up until this exact moment, I didn't have a question, but I think I do have a question now.
Okay.
And it's kind of a feel-good question. People need
That's
to feel
very
good
unlike
about.
Amateur Hour.
I know, but I want to end this show on a positive thing. And I almost asked it in a personal way, but I think I'll be able to apply it in a better way.
Okay.
What do you guys think people should be thankful about that that they miss out on being thankful about? In other words, what do people kind of fail to give gratitude to often? Like, people that we know and we live around have usually pretty good lives. What's like an unsung hero of something people are thankful about?
For me, it would just be, I think, just certain people. My wife, how.
Now look, I'm not liable for anything you say, okay?
I mean, how much she puts into.
Oh, you are thankful for your wife.
Yes,
Okay, got it.
but not kind of not thankful enough. Maybe just overlooked how thankful I am for how much she puts into to our life and our relationship. I don't tell her often enough. How about that? Is that what you're trying to say? Something we don't know we're thankful for, but we overlook it.
Yeah, like something that you are thankful for, but it's always like it's so consistent that you kind of forget it's there.
Yeah, my job.
Right.
My wife, my job.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I would say. That for me personally.
Because your wife's supportive and nice. And,
yeah, and
I think Janice is wonderful, and I would like to have dinner with her and you one day.
For your birthday, yeah.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, things and my job where it's there every day. I go to it, and maybe I don't appreciate it enough because it is there. Because it could not be there.
That's good.
Okay.
I think we need to go to Mad Mike.
Yeah, I'm thankful for my wife and our 2 crazy cats at home and all our friends and all
What are
the
your
people
cats'
I've met.
names? I need to know the cats' names.
Okay, the old man is 13 years old. He's blind in one eye. His name's Cooper. And then we have a year-old, she's just about a year, named Tiffy, and she's named after Tiffany Murphy. That was on the news. The other cat's named after Anderson Cooper, and when Cooper finally goes, which we don't want anytime soon, I'm getting a tuxedo cat, and his name's going to be Randy.
Going to be what?
Randy. Ooh,
Randy.
Yeah.
Of course. It always comes back to
Mike, you're wonderful. No, Jeremy, you're wonderful too, but Mike has a certain thing that he does that, it makes me wish I was a child again.
It's magical, brother.
See? That's stuff.
watch 80s WWF videos now.
Yes, do it. Do the thing. That's right.
All right, Jeremy, go ahead. I don't know if you remember the question, but I'm handing you the microphone now.
Well, you know what I'm thankful for that most people take for granted is probably just living here in the United States, especially what's going on in Ukraine right now, and people are escaping and trying to survive. I'm not having to do that, and just being thankful I'm not in that situation right now. Hopefully, I'm never in that situation. So
we try to keep politics out of this podcast, so let's take. No, I'm joking.
No, I say stuff all the time. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I think that's what I'm thankful for. We can't take for granted that we're living in one of the greatest countries in the world. So there we go.
That's right. I mean, there are people that fight for their entire life to get here. They really do, and it's amazing what we take for granted. As being every day we live here, we take for granted how great it is to be here, because it could be worse in other places around the world.
Yeah, stuff like toilet paper,
running water, air conditioning,
all that stuff. But I guess sort of the thing that I haven't been thankful enough before is all the people that are so nice to me for no particular reason, other than they're just like, well, he's doing his best. Like my mom, my sister.
Does your mom help out all the time because she thinks there's something wrong with you? Is that why she helps out all the time?
Maybe that could be a thing, but
because does she help out Carrie as much as she helps you out?
Carrie doesn't need any help.
Exactly, that's what I'm
saying. No, she probably doesn't. But
Carrie is my future ex-wife, his sister.
Yeah, we haven't let her husband know that yet.
Yeah, or my wife yet. My current.
But I have these people in my life that I'll go like weeks without talking to, but I'm like, man, if I were completely messed up, even if it were my own undoing, like it was something that I did all on my own that I messed up, they would be there for me, and I should probably call and talk to them more and tell them that I love them more, and thank them more for being there for me. That to me is my I don't think people appreciate other humans in their life enough, because man, we all have a lot of baggage and a lot of shit, and other people put up with it, and we should probably be thankful that those people put up with our bullshit so that we can have podcasts.
You're talking right at me. Why are you talking right at me? Why are you talking right at me?
I was actually looking at the person behind you, but
you're talking about me, about how I bring everyone down, and
no, I wasn't saying that at all. That's not in any way what I was saying. But I see people sad or whatever. I'm like, but you have a great life, and there are people that love you and care about you. So. Maybe take a minute to say thanks to somebody. So if you're still listening to this,
Matt Wilson, thank you for being such a good friend.
Now that's
I know I
nice
yell at you a lot, and you drive me insane, but you are a really good person, and you get me the football a lot, and I appreciate that.
I'm gonna get him to listen to this, but
we've had Matt
also,
Redneck Foot on this podcast as a guest. So.
Matt, also, that I love you, so. Don't start doing stuff with Troy. You're my man. Let's all be clear here.
Lando, we love you.
Oh, Willie. Hey, Willie. You're the third bro. Would he be the second bro or the first bro? Which bro?
Just another bro.
He's another bro. Willie, we miss you here.
He's the guy that's going to show up with some Colt 45s.
Oh, shit.
Colt 45s?
He just comes into Buffalo Wild Wings bringing his own beer, his own canned alcohol.
Willie's wild.
I know. Why didn't he show up today?
Well, for all of you that listen, we appreciate you. And if you have a moment, go tell someone that you're thankful for. Thanks for all the stuff. And thanks for being there for you, because it'll make you feel better, and it'll make that person feel better, too.
Think a veteran and think a first responder, too. Every now and then. They appreciate it. They do a lot of shit that we would never do. Well, Cody does, but Cody does a lot of shit I never do too. So
thank you.
Yeah. Well,
but seriously, I'm just saying a veteran, someone that is fighting, because like I said, you were talking about in Ukraine, there's a war going on there, and these people are dealing with that, and those people fight for, and our military fights for us, so we don't have to. So thank a veteran, thank a first responder, someone that works hard for us.
Yes. Jeremy, any closing words?
No, just thank you guys. I want to thank you guys really, and appreciate you guys for supporting us and being a sponsor for our business because we're gonna need it. And right now we don't have too many sponsors, but we're glad that y'all are one of them.
Awesome. Macho Man?
I'd like to thank you guys for having us on. Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you guys again.
What's that thing I say? We wish you all the success. Okay, Mike, can you say in Macho Man Randy Savage, we wish you all the success?
We wish you all the success, brother. Peace, love, and madness.
#don't and good luck.